Okay, here I'm going to show you how to create a non-dimensional version of the velocity profile plot. So here I will go into the chart viewer and double click on the outlet velocity chart to see the current chart that I have. So I want to non-dimensionalize this by dividing it by the diameter of the pipe, and I want to non-dimensionalize this by dividing it by the average velocity at a cross section. So first what I want to do is I'll go into expressions and I'll create a non-dimensional quantity corresponding to the distance along the radial direction. So I'll come here, I'll come into expressions tab, right click and say new, and I'll give it a name. So I'll say R non-dimensional, and then I'm going to create a variable from this. So I'll just call this non-dimensional expression, and I'll reserve the name R non-dim for the variable that I create from this expression. And so I want first the distance along the radial direction. So I'll right click, variables, and if I scroll down here, I see Y. And then I need to divide it by the diameter of the pipe, which is 0.2. And CFD Post likes to keep us honest with units. So I'll say I'm dividing it by an entity that is the unit is meters, and I'll apply. Okay, so that should give me, that the result of that is a non-dimensional version of this. Now the velocity I have to divide by the average velocity at a cross section, and since the inlet velocity is 1 everywhere, so the average velocity at the inlet is 1 meters per second, which means it is 1 everywhere. So in this case, the dimensional and the non-dimensional velocity are the same. So I'll just leave this as is. Then I'll come into variables and I'll right click on derived and I'll say new. Okay, and then I'll call this variable R non-dim. Okay, and I will create it from an expression, and specifically the expression that I created just a little while ago.